Recently in Roblox community, people have been talking about Grow a Garden with Twitter and YouTube and possibly beyond about its explosive popularity. But what if I didn't tell you, in 100-acre wood, these developers have their backstory and you won't believe of what I'm about to mention in this video. This, everyone, is the acquisition of Grow a Garden. So, BMW Lux has a very bad background story. But I'm not gonna go through it and talk too much for BMW because when I say it's bad, I meant very bad. This tweet was posted on May 6th about BMW Lux for having a long history of the following: scamming, backdoor, boss bans, DMCA abuse, and worst of them all, doxing. By summarizing this thread from Joshua's micro on Twitter, being first where Joshua gave the game files with BMW in a 50-50 revenue deal. When their game hit more than 100k players, Joshua got kicked out and BMW stole the profits and got away without warning. Then BMW reveals all private information from Joshua, like literally everything. There's also some very bad cases like abusing victims, sending some very sus things, even this, sending DMCA takedowns, some notable Roblox games for My Storable and Clone Yourself. It seems that Roblox is still and not yet caught BMW Lux for his unforeseen yet illegal actions, and despite he's still working for Grow a Garden, it seems like it's time to call it a day. Of course, you've known for Jano, right? Jano is one of the devs who previously became a leading dev of a Dusty Trip until it fell off pretty quickly. But he has owned two of these dev groups, Jano Games and Jano's Road Trip. Pretty weird sounding names, right? For Jano Games, however, Jano himself owned some of the games such as Deadly Decisions, Rage, and Happy Runner. Some kind of notable ones like Steep Steps, Rolling Thunder, Recall, Road Trip Z, Wacky Wizards, and among others. Yep, all of other games has went through in all kinds of shenanigans. Three of the games that Jano brought appear in Roblox events too, like in Metaverse Champions for Rage Runner and the Hunt First Edition for Steep Steps and Gunfight Arena. Considering how many Roblox games Jano brought through the years, but stay tuned for DooBig Studios, however, because it has more brought games than Jano itself. Now we go to an evil mastermind among the three. Is DooBig. He's also a Roblox dev and CEO. I've never thought I would never say that, but CEO of DooBig Studios. The Roblox dev in all of his glory was behind of your Roblox games that you've been playing all along. Then he has owned 4 of these Roblox games, and you probably know these already of the following: Fish, Grow a Garden, this game that we're going to discuss in this video, Blade Ball, and Dusty Trip. Can you tell where this is going? By owning these 4 games, he has accumulated 22 billion visits across those 4 games. DooBig also owns many and well-known Roblox dev studios that contain, and you guessed it, some well-known Roblox games. He has also an alternative Roblox account which is now terminated by the name of Trinity. Not only that though, he has also not 1, not 2, but 10 of these inactive or terminated Roblox accounts from his old days. DooBig old Roblox account has some misleading backstory, however. You see, back in 2016, by the game called Adopt and Raise a Cute Kid, was a mislead game occasionally changing thumbnails, description containing some irrelevant tags. On September 2016, the game reached 10,000 players, and then on December 2017, a year later, Trinity got terminated by Roblox. That game though, however, has went through remodels and amount of holders in that game. Then, welcome to Town of Robloxia on May 2016, Treminti took the game's ownership to someone else named One Dev 2, claimed the game to be improved game. After that, One Dev 2 remodeled all the buildings using free models to thinking it's improved game. Now all that said, let's go now to DooBig Studios itself. Alright, let's talk about DooBig Studios. Here's a quick brief history to you. It was on May 2020 by, you guessed it, by DooBig, that after that, they released Hospital Life. Then on August 2020 with Speedrun Simulator, and sold a few years later, between 2021 and 2022, Clicker Simulator was silently acquired out of nowhere by DooBig, then was sold to yet another studio a few years later. Then went private shortly after that. In 2023, DooBig acquired 3 more games like Race Clicker, Sword Fighter Simulator, and Blade Bowl. The reign of buying Roblox games continued in 2024 with Fish, A Dusty Trip, and Baddies. Here's other games that they require too. Well, if you think this doesn't make sense and you're like, this is nonsense, Ivan, you're out of your goddamn mind. Oh boy, I got something in my sleeve. You probably was well like, Royal Garden did not brought by DooBig Studios, Ivan. Well, if you head over in their website by DooBig Studios and to our games, you will notice that Royal Garden is still up on their website. My point stands for now, that is still owned by DooBig. There's also a video clip showing the game didn't sold by DooBig. And I want to precisely clear that I can't confirm this just yet. I haven't seen anything related to being not brought by DooBig from other people. So my point will be standing for now until it's confirmed that it is not. But I want to point out that everything I said in this video, together with the dev's backstory and everything, because it's not everyone's cup of tea where you spread info that is not good. My point of making this video is, number one, wanted to know about the dev's backstory, where they all started, and up to now, on what they're really doing. Number two is that I wanted to make this video to be informative as much as possibly can, to bring you not only real news, but also news from the past, mentioning the devs in this video. And number three, I don't want to get in trouble. I don't want to get into a serious situation or drama or some sort. I wanted to show all of the valid information as much as I humanly possibly can. And I mention once again, it's not everyone's cup of tea when you see someone's video with filled of misinformation or specific timeline somewhere in the video, and guessed it, the video is ruined. So disclaimer ahead, apologies if I didn't mention in the beginning, but in the middle of it then, probably not good. If you probably wonder if DooBig Studios fully owns Royal Garden, well, someone's comment told that DooBig Studios owns a quarter of it, which is 25%. Meanwhile, for Jano, owns the rest of the 75%. I don't know if that's true or not, but if it is true, then maybe then Jano owns the game? Probably? Well, to at least my perspective, I don't really exactly know which side do I believe into, since they did a 25-75 deal split for the game. Then recently, Royal Garden became the first ever Roblox game to not hit 3 million, not 4, but 5 million players. And as I'm recording this video over here, it got hit over 9 million, beating Bloxfruit's concurrent record of 2.7 million. I think the devs of Bloxfruit are probably scared at this point. Alright everyone, I want to be very clear that so far, from what I can tell, I don't know what to believe, where you're in DooBig or Jano's side, and thinking that either these two owns the game. If only I can believe who really owns the game, unless, and you can probably tell where I'm going with this, is to they announce along the lines with DooBig Studios is still associated with Royal Garden, or even for Jano, because I don't know. Plus this, Can I mention once again, Grow Garden is still in the DooBig Studios website. You can look it up and refresh like a bunch of times, and I can tell you that it is for real, not a joke. I feel like we're playing cat versus mouse here at this point. I don't even believe if that someone's comment turned out to be real for their 25-75 deal between them. I would imagine if that is so. Keep in mind, there's like process or negotiations to like in order to acquire that game, because may I mention you, the viewers, that these type of Roblox games these days cost money. I'm talking like, I don't know, probably a few millions or probably even hundreds of millions of dollars in expense. I'm not that nerdy type of person around here, but about revenue, expense, and all of that. I can assure you that that's why Grow Garden and DooBig and for Jano and even for BMW probably team up to work on the game fully just to gain profit. Rumble Studios, however, is only an example from my Bubblegum Sim video where they only care about the players, nostalgia, and pretty much everything. Unlike here, for DooBig, Grow Garden, they just only care about money and not for community. I wanted to add my additional comments to Kaisen to handle it over. It starts for this too.
Alright, so here is my final thoughts on Grow Garden. I streamed it about a couple days ago, or even yesterday, as of recording this. And short answer, my final thoughts and opinions, this game is so mid. Like, it's the textbook definition of mid. You know, it's not bad of a game necessarily, but it is nowhere near like it's nowhere near as good as something like Roblox Doors or Pressure or Flutterscape 2 or something like that. I can definitely see why this game is very popular. So number one, I think it's because, you know, TikTok and YouTube Shorts basically carried this game. It made this thing explode in popularity. But number two, the main reason is because it's very simple. Like, the objective around it is very simple. Just to give you an example, another popular game, Dead Rails, the objective was to just get on a train, shoot zombies, and just go in a straight line. Like, the objective is very linear, right? But in this case, in Grow a Garden, you just buy seeds, grow plants, and then sell those plants, and then use that money to buy new seeds and pets, and then you just repeat that whole process over and over again, right? Aside from that as well, I think that the main developer, Jandel, is very nice. He's very interactive with the community. I can't really say much because I got carried in my live stream, but from what I've seen on my live stream and what other people have said, it gets like really boring very quickly. Like the mid to end game like section of Grow a Garden is extremely tedious and like very time consuming. Like one time I think I had to wait maybe 50 minutes or something to actually get a decent seed from the shop. Remember those types of games? But it feels like one of those games where you'd only see it have like 3,000 to 4,000 players, and you would only see it on like the sponsored section of like the Roblox game page. A corporation that has been heavily notorious, highly notorious, for completely ruining other Roblox games, like A Dusty Trip, also made by Jandel, by the way. Fish, that game was completely ruined by microtransactions. And same with Blade Ball, that was also completely ruined by microtransactions because of this stupid company buying these games. This is all they want money, right? If I had to rate the game out of 10 stars, I would rate it like a solid 3 to 4 stars. Like, it's not that great of a game. Like, I'm gonna be honest, it's not great. It's not the worst thing in the world. It's not the worst thing in the world.
I want to make this short and complex. Grow a Garden is not my demographic Roblox game to play with. Sure, you can agree with me or Kaizen's, but that's what makes us, the Roblox players, the community as a whole. Let me know in the comments below. I want to ask this precise question to all of you, the viewers, subscribers, mainly everyone. Do you care about games that cares about the players, or money, or profit? I don't hate for the game, devs, or community as a whole, but for our current generation these days right now, it cannot be stopped. The Roblox audience has changed completely. Us, ourselves, have changed so much. So, when do you think and blink twice because of what's happening on the platform, you feel it doesn't feel right. Can I mention you once more? I'm not a hater, nor a rage bait, or catch you all your attention. I give you my open-ended opinion, and you, the viewers, subscribers, fan base of this channel can do the same thing. I wanted to learn and probably educate you all. I want to play Roblox and stream as a streamer experience for 5 years since 2020. Just to wanted to play and to be actively engaged for fans as a whole. Once again, Grow Garden is not my demographic game, Roblox. If you want to play it, go for it, as long as it's still a very large game to play with. Thank you for watching, and make sure to like and subscribe. I'll see you in the next one.